All right, let's go. Ruby.
Yes,
Introduce us.
What
After you got pissed off last time for me not giving you time to introduce the show.
Couldn't even get 2 seconds in. All right.
I was so excited. It was an amazing show though.
It really was.
Right?
We had a good discussion, his hip hop history.
Yeah.
That was good. Like, yo, first of okay, I want to say, if you haven't checked out the Pwnn for Breakfast special with Nikimbishi, Kalamoto, and Kivu K-Force, make sure that you actually do that. And if you're watching this also and you haven't subscribed, you're doing us a disservice. Make sure that you do that as well. You are watching Pwnn for Breakfast. My name is Ruby V.
I'm DJ Zach.
And your girl, Corrine Onyango.
That's what's up.
Let's go. Indeedy. We're starting with the weekend recap. What was happening during the weekend?
Why are you so tired?
It's just too much work, man. I'm exhausted. So apart from the Pwnn for Breakfast, I'm doing some other shit for other people.
Oh, okay.
Then
Book them busy.
Yeah, the problem is busy with no go up. So it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
So it's but it's all good.
I can feel that 100%.
We'll get it done.
Corrine, what was up with you?
Good weekend. I don't really remember. It was a good weekend.
Okay, this weekend hosted our first show, our first uncut show outside of Nairobi. We're in Rongai. It was pretty fun.
That's like diaspora,
cool.
right?
Yeah, that's Kajiado.
Okay.
It was pretty cool, like seeing all these people come out. We almost had too many rappers like come and sign up. So it was good to see like all the talent out there. Almost got into some hood shit, you know,
really?
people wanting to fight and shit. I'm just like, bro, relax.
Were you part of the people trying to fight?
No, I was the one being like, shut the fuck up. Like,
come on, Ruby, like, come on.
Right? I feel
seriously.
like if anyone there was the instigator.
Nah, listen.
Like,
Uncut is my baby.
Okay.
I make sure that the PR is well managed. If niggas want to fight, I'll be like, just go fight somewhere that Uncut is not there.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, first of all, let's first ask the major question here. Why would you say that I would be the instigator?
No, I'm not saying that.
I just feel like she's always at the.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just like
at ground zero.
If I'm out there fighting with some nigga and then Ruby comes and is like, shut the fuck up. I think we both look at you and start laughing. Like,
nah, I think people kind of respect me as the boss of Uncut. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
The lady said, so let's all chill. Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, yo, y'all, you niggas are in my space. Can you just back up a little bit? And also had this rapper named Seiko ICG who was literally like my bodyguard. He was like, "Stack you, Madama Guzwe. Don't touch her. Don't do nothing. Don't." Yeah, so I like that. That was cool.
Okay.
I want to say, like, rappers only roll with bitches in their lyrics and in their dreams because it was a total dick fest.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Sausages.
Where are these fine ass women who can keep their hands off you? It was
sausages.
It's not that I didn't expect it, but like seeing it reinstated is like, I don't want to hear no rapper talking about.
Depends on the type of rap shows and like because like there are people. You know the way, and this is going to sound like super crazy, but some of you rappers out there, you need to clean yourselves up. Dogo,
what the fuck?
Clean up. You can't just be like grimy throughout. Who is going to
smell
roll around?
Good? Like get some cheap ass clothes.
Exactly.
Clean.
No one is going to roll with you
if
you haven't. Like you just look ragged, like you're about to rob somebody.
This is facts.
Then the chicks are not gonna be around
this
you.
Is true facts.
It's a weird time for hip hop, hey? For KE hip hop, because now that all eyes are on you, now they don't know how to move. Like,
which is so weird because it's like, are we gonna wait for what is that?
Someone is building a whole like
the hell,
a whole house.
You'll excuse us.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll hear it and just excuse us. There's nothing we can do about it.
So like, I mean, there's rappers who are pulling hella chicks, right? Barack, Boutros, like those are some of the rappers that I know will be rolling with hella women. So maybe everybody else just needs like have like a nice little PK in your pocket. If you know you're gonna be smoking and shit, like nigga, don't be. You know,
sometimes it's the looks. I don't think like I don't think sometimes it's just how you look.
Yeah,
you have to be attractive to women.
Yeah,
you can't look like you're about to snatch their passes.
Yeah, for sure.
And then expect you know.
Just expect women to be rolling with you
clean the fuck up.
That's crazy. But this weekend, we have another show in Dandora where we're gonna be at Giuliani's Hip Hop City.
Nice.
All these shows are just to gear up for the Hip Hop Awards that are going to be happening in December. Super swamped with that. Like, I'm looking forward to this year's show. Everybody, like, everywhere I go, guys are like, oh my god, my suit is ready. I'm like, I like that. I like that people.
You see,
you know, I get it. They're like, I hope my invite is good because like I got my suit and I got a tie. I'm like, cool. It's time to clean up hip hop. As always, something that was also happening during the weekend. Sauti Sol finally had their concert.
Is that the one that people talked about for quite some time back when they said the tickets were going to cost like
20K for the VIP show?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it happened.
It did happen. They did the VIP show and then they did the fan show. The VIP show was I mean, I didn't go.
Oh, there were like two different shows. Oh, okay.
The 20K one was different from the regular one. I don't even know how much people are paying for the regular tickets. But I saw that the VIP show had like dinner and like nice seating and, you know, all that good stuff.
And this is the one, okay, so then the Kawaida regular guys is the one that their dinner was like the banana.
That was actually from the VIP show.
That was the VIP?
Yeah, that was
a banana and fucking, what was that?
Like
a
ginger,
lemon and ginger.
And an apple.
Yeah, these niggas knew your health was in danger. You had to be like, you know, get your your calcium and
get your health up. And then because it's been raining also, like the grounds, because the Saturday show was happening at Tuhuru Gardens and guys were posting like the pictures of their shoes and, you know, making fun of the situation, but they were like, girl, we're still gonna be there regardless. And especially because Sauti Sol had marketed it as this is the last time that we're gonna be performing. And then
what they're bringing up.
Yeah, that's what they said.
But they've been breaking up for a year, so we like, here's your tickets, here's your baggage.
Yeah, you know, like that. Maybe that was the gimmick that they used to sell tickets to the show, because you know, I mean, when it comes to Sauti Sol, they've been, I think, one of the most consistent groups in KE. And they've really like gone over and above when it comes to like marketing Kenyan music, African music, and stuff. They had a moment with Nyashinsky on stage where Pwnn was like, oh, let's give it up for the GOAT Nyashinsky. And guys were just going crazy. And then Nyashinsky said, you know, there have been too many Kenyan groups from Five Alive. He even mentioned Kalamashaka. He said Kleptomaniacs. But he said, you know, the one group that has been at the top of all this is Sauti Sol. So that was great. I did see an Uncut Hip Hop Awards alumni, Jimmy Truth, who's the founder of Seesaw Office. I think he dressed the band members. I could recognize like his drip. His latest collection, I think, is called Blind Faith, and guys were dripped out, and that it was good to see, you know, young niggas also getting a platform to showcase their stuff. That was great. Somebody else who had a show this weekend was Wakadinali after the Oktoberfest.
Oh, they did?
They did have a show at, I think, Burudani Gardens or something like that.
Okay. How did this one perform compared to the...
I mean, I wasn't really checking.
I'm sure the people...
When it comes to feedback?
Yeah, feedback.
I haven't seen any...
Because the other one, it was people all up in our comments.
What they say. I was actually going to go through some of the comments, but people are really on to our TZ interview. But so what comments have come through?
One of these people was like, who are these people? I'm like...
do your Googles.
Exactly.
Fuck is you talking about?
At this point,
do your fucking Googles.
At this point, honestly, if you don't know, I don't know what's going on.
I am Himothy. This is them.
Yes.
We've been here.
We were
here before.
Come on. Before even Wakadinali
exactly.
became a thing. So Roy Kamau said, I think Wakadinali, it's a hood mentality thing. Hanley Finger said, what you can't take away from them is the fact that they have built a solid and cultic fan base.
Which is...
We don't dispute that.
We didn't dispute
of course,
that. Our shit was like how they now continue...
maintain the fan base and grow it. While also like growing your net worth.
Yeah,
Exactly. Tron Free says, what's up to Corinne? It was like, the pod is good vibes.
Hey.
Yeah.
What up?
Yo. So like a lot of guys were agreeing with us. Some guys were just like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah, there's a guy who came on some dumb shit, and I sent him and his grandmother to.
Yo, that shit made me die.
To my
I literally
Charles Dickens. That's the energy. Like, if you can criticize, you can say, like the guy who was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Just ignore him.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't really disrespectful. If he doesn't know, right? Mm-hmm. But ukikuja na matusi eti tuko chini, you and your grandmother will be invited to the Charles Dickens.
Yeah, that was so funny. That was so funny to me. So the Wakadinali actually have a new album that's going to be dropping. They announced, I think I first saw it on Suicida's Twitter. And HR the Messenger has produced a couple of records on there. I don't know how many. HR said he wants to come to this part. He said he's a fan.
Enthusiastic.
He was like, oh my God, I want to talk about shit. So I like that we're becoming the podcast for hip-hop heads. You know?
I am Himothy.
Come on, bars. Drops mic. So they have the album is called Mauru Unit. One thing that I've noticed about Wakadinali is that they always drop like an album towards the end of the year.
Okay.
I don't know what the strategy is, because mostly I see maybe if guys want to drop albums, they drop around like first quarter or second
Mariah
quarter.
Carey and who does Christmas albums? It's Mariah Carey and somebody.
I just know
Mariah. So that could be the inspiration.
I mean, Mariah is singing us Christmas jingles, but if niggas are dropping an album to tell you fuck you and your mother like during Christmas time, it's
the energy.
But also it's just an easy way to account for a fiscal year, you know? Just keep us in.
And it's good that they don't keep us starved throughout the year anyway. So Mauru Unit by Wakadinali going to be dropping soon. When HR comes into the hot seat,
maybe
we'll ask him. We'll ask him some more information about that.
Okay, cool.
Something else that was happening during the weekend. Nelly celebrated his birthday. And
Ashanti looking good.
Okay,
she looks good.
That's somebody's woman right now.
I don't give a fuck. She looking good.
You're just talking because Mo can't get you.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone on Twitter is actually going crazy about how they've been so happy since they got back together. And they're like, this is the most legendary circle the block.
What is the one thing you're going to tell Nelly when you see him? Like, if you ever see Nelly, like if you're talking to Nelly, what would you? What's the one thing that you?
So one thing.
Jeez.
Like
yo.
Or okay, maybe not even Nelly. People around him. And there was no one around him to tell him when he said, I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Like, those are pedicures, my nigga. Like, nobody told him. Nobody's like cared enough to tell him manicured toes like don't exist. Anyway, I'm just playing.
He don't know none of that. Guys will make fun of him.
Never thought about it.
Me too. Me too. They've never seen Nelly happy since the day he decided to cross over the stage when they're doing the verses to go get that hug from Ashanti. They're like, oh my God, this nigga been happy ever since. Ashanti also dropped a bag on him, bought him his dream car.
Really?
Yeah, he brought. I
Where
don't know.
are these?
I know they got money.
It's making me that clip of the dream cars. It's kind of making me uncomfortable. I'm not sure why. I mean, I love to see people be happy, but just like, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable.
Why?
That level of elation and obsession that we can see, it shouldn't be that public, because I feel like we're also holding our breath for when that shit comes crashing down. So it makes me uncomfortable.
Listen, maybe this time they're gonna get married and do the thing. They really look like, after you circle the block and you find out ain't nobody as good as your ex, this time around it'll be like, handle with care.
But it's not gonna be the same though.
It's still?
Circling the block is not. It's always not a very good. Okay, for me. Yeah, there's always gonna be things playing in my mind. Like if she does some crazy thing, I'm like, where did you learn that?
Nigga, it's been like 3, 4, 5 years.
So while you've been circling, you think she's been at home?
Yeah, like
she's been at home.
Like, hey, hold up.
Nah, that's if you circling, like we're both getting active. Like if you learn some new shit, so did I. I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah, I mean for 5 years, you wouldn't expect. That's like an unreasonable.
I know. I know. I'm just saying, like that's why, like
But also, initially, it's not like you're pulling out all the tricks, you know? Like, you know, you
leave slowly.
Yeah. So if you didn't stick around for the grand finale,
that's on you. I don't know what to tell you. But like, also, Nelly dropped a huge bag on Ashanti's birthday. Had her iced out, like an iced out rolly, you know. Ew, I looking so good. They're so cute. I mean, I think word of advice is, you know, circle the block and get back with your ex. Because Jennifer Lopez did the same thing with Ben Affleck. And look at them now. Like,
he is miserable. He is dying.
Circle the fucking block, and then you be like, you know what? I've learned my lesson. Nah, he's good.
Dying inside.
Don't take the memes of him smoking. Have you seen that video of him opening the door? It's like even Batman gets tired.
He was done, man. He was like,
we don't know what was going on that day. Let's not say too much. Let's not say too much about that. Something else that happened during the weekend. I think this is an old story, but I don't know why it's coming back up. We see Elliot getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, first female rapper. This award was presented by Queen Latifah, which I was just thinking, this is iconic. This is like Black excellence, not even female excellence. It's Black excellence on the highest level. And Missy was talking about how her mom has never seen her perform live because
that was crazy.
Yeah, right.
That was crazy.
Considering how many years she's been active in the game.
But because she was saying like how like they're you know, from the church background, so she didn't want her mom to see her. But when she first came into the scene, she wasn't really like the chick you would look at and be like, she's doing too much, because like her costumes used to be like they used to cover up the bag.
Exactly.
So she wasn't,
and she never led with the I am
sexy.
exactly.
Yeah, she didn't live with that. So I don't understand. Anyway, some different families, different.
She don't want no 1 minute man. Maybe that's what she did.
That's drawing the line. Yeah, that's crossing the line.
That's
my parents don't know what the fuck I do.
Yo, listen, sometimes I just be like, even when maybe my mom is scrolling something and then I hear my voice and it's like fucking shit, I just be like, oh my god, this isn't for you. Don't be like that.
Let me tell you, mom. My mom is like church. Like real church.
Yeah.
And so there's a time she's talking to her, like the pastors. And,
why is this funny already?
Like, you know, so they're trying to figure out how they can do, you know, like video in the church. So mom is like, yeah, my son does this. And sent the link to our old pod where we used to talk all this shit.
Yo.
So I don't know what happened after that. We've never had that discussion again.
Yeah, so the pastor was like,
I don't think
sister,
that's what.
I think your son.
Exactly.
When is your son going to be around so that I think he needs to come in for a service or something.
No, he's going to hell. Your son is going to hell.
Get your nigga. Oh Lord, yeah. So that happened. So shout out to Missy. We had this discussion on the podcast a while back where we're talking about when you're talking Timbaland, you're definitely talking Missy.
Yeah.
And
same with Busta, we had
Missy, it was a Busta, right? Yeah. So it's great. During hip hop's 50th year, I think a lot of good things have happened this year that definitely need to be celebrated hip hop wise. We've really been eating good. Yeah. Something else that we talked about on the podcast that is now finally live. Yo, I'm gonna need everybody who's watching the podcast right now to make sure that they put everybody on, because we talked about the Wiz Khalifa Trio Mio record in like July, and guys are only the record just came out. So guys are like, oh my god, Wiz Khalifa and Trio Mio on a record. We're like, guys,
we talked about it.
Come on,
we'll let you know.
Come on,
we're the plug.
Come on, just subscribe to the hottest hip hop podcast in the city, and then you wouldn't have to find this shit out like with the public
10 months later,
right? Yeah. So Same Block is out. You could definitely check that out across different distribution platforms. Have you guys listened to it?
No, I just had the snippet.
Yeah, me too.
I had the snippet with Chiomio's verse and maybe the beat.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. So I need to hear what Whiz was saying.
Yes, Same Block is, I guess, just we've been on the same hood shit.
Black and yellow.
Cut from the same cloth, maybe, because they're so separate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, Whiz is literally hook or chorus is ducking the same cops. Cheer me, I ain't ducking no cops. But I guess like
probably depends.
Cheer me.
I mean,
if Cheer me pulled up on me like, give me your wallet, I'd just be like, nigga, you ain't gotta do all that.
Yo, man, guns are different.
I know, but it's just like it's who it's coming from. You see how like you were talking about if I try to stop a fight,
come on,
like
stop.
Like what you doing? Let me just give you a couple thousands to hold. You ain't gotta do all this. Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely check that out. Wiz Khalifa, Mo Easy.
How would Trio Mio pull up? How would it? Nipe kila kitu.
Nasemaje I say. Let her wallet yako.
You guys are killing me with the voice.
No, that would.
If that's gonna be his voice.
Right, yo, put the gun down for smack the shit out you.
Stop playing with me. Like, am I getting pranked? Literally, let's start looking for the cameras. Like, what's happening right now? Yeah, go stream that. What else? Oh, news about Kendrick Lamar performing in Kigali.
Yeah,
got onto the internet. It's gonna be there for like a global citizen concert on December 6th, and guys are comparing how the prices in Rwanda versus Kenyan.
Do people know like even how much it's gonna cost?
It's
even
like
for regular tickets.
It's like maybe 5,000 or
for regular tickets.
Like it was like 8,000. Yeah. When they converted, that's what like if Kendrick was going to perform in Kenya, this was gonna be like a crazy amount for us to whatever. But then on the contrary, a global citizen is like a charity thing. Yeah. So the tickets are always like close to.
I'm not sure when they were doing
so
that.
So is there anyone who can hijack him from there and make to make a stopover?
You know that ain't gonna happen.
I'm sure there are people who are thinking about it.
I think because it's a charity event, it can't really be. If it was a private like person, that would be possible. Yeah, but I don't think that's really in the conversation.
Yeah,
somebody would be like, "Yo, have you ever been to Nairobi? Nairobi's nice.
Yo, but like,
come to
the Masai Mara and just be like, okay, I'm chilling with the lions and shit, and that's it. Ain't no concert. Someone was saying Kendrick costs 500,000 USD. And
I mean, Burna Boy. How much Burna Boy costs?
I don't even know. That nigga Burna Boy
refused to perform. Yo, listen, I don't know how true this shit is, but for $5 million to go perform in Dubai or whatever.
Dubai,
If they tell me you can't smoke or you can't even take a shit in this country, I will take the $5 million, get a private plane. Every time I feel like I need to take a shit, fly to the next country. Do it, come back and are you crazy?
Seriously.
I mean, I think the point of that story is he can pick and choose every day. There's just offers. So
I don't think there's
actually it's like
those.
It's too many to pick from, because someone who was desperate for the $5 million would have been like, fuck it. Because I think also Wiz Khalifa has not been to Dubai because of the very same thing, that he can't smoke as freely as he would like.
But you're there for 2 days.
Literally. Come on, man. Nigga. I know they say smoke weed every day, but come on, man.
You can't smoke every day.
But you're not trying to get locked up in Dubai either.
Then don't smoke. So, you can stay for the 2 days without smoking.
So I'm saying it's just like you can be like, when am I performing? All right, tomorrow evening. All right, I'll be there tomorrow morning. Yeah. And then right after my show, exactly, you'll be like the hours. Right after my show, I gotta be out.
As soon as you enter the private plane, there should be somebody rolling. There should be fly chicks rolling. Five on this side, five on that side. Somebody,
fly chicks, not even a man. It's
no niggas touching my weed at that time. Like, come on, man.
Listen. I don't know what level Burna is at, or whether the story is factual.
I don't know how true that story is. I don't think it is.
That would be crazy.
You don't think it's true?
I don't think it's true. Not for that kind of money. If someone was paying you like $100K.
But this nigga has filled up Madison Square Garden by himself.
There was a video that was floating around the other day where it was bad. Like, it was super
Madison?
bad. Not Madison. There was a video floating around for another concert he just did.
And
that was
wasn't
like,
nobody there?
Yeah, it wasn't nobody in there. Yeah. Somebody was like, yo, man, this is bad. Like, people were like...
But that's okay. Even if the people don't show up, you don't get paid according to how many people show up, right?
But if it's your own concert, right?
Yeah,
you're still depending on the tickets.
Yeah. And then, like, your rep for your next show, things like those. And then people start hearing that you're turning down shows because you can't smoke weed. They'll be like, oh, that nigga. Oh,
crazy. Okay. That's actually insane. If it's actually
true. If it's true.
Because, come on, man.
Because we did not talk to Burna Boy to find out if it's story.
But meanwhile, let's talk about Thames, though.
Yeah, still on the same, since we're on that Nigeria tip.
My girl.
Yeah, Thames, in an interview with Angie Martinez where she wasn't looking pregnant at all. You remember the last time we were talking about Future's
She just started eating some nice ugali and that was that. People just...
she was having a good time. She recounted how... I don't know if you guys remember this story back in the day. And I'm saying back in the day and it was just 2020. 2020, yeah. Yeah, when COVID was just coming up. And there were a bunch of Nigerian artists who were arrested in Uganda because of a concert that they were performing at. So she was talking about this experience with Angie Martinez. Okay. And she said how like everyone had, the promoters of the show had come out with like the permits to do the show. But when the cops showed up, like none of that shit was being talked about. They were in plain clothes. So she didn't even know who are these niggas at my hotel room.
Some places in Africa are just crazy, man. I'm telling you, you can be traumatized.
Yeah,
of course.
You can be traumatized.
For sure.
So maybe I might understand why Burna Boy wouldn't want to perform in those countries as well. Yeah. Because if something happens and then you're slapped with because there was a story also about Lil Wayne. Wayne was flying to either Dubai or someplace, and then when he got off, they told him he can't get in with his jewelry. Like they were like, there's a certain amount of jewelry you can't go with. Okay. So they told me he was like, he went back into the plane. Like there's no way I'm going without my jewelry, right?
Yo.
And then
so what were they proposing?
The prince came. I don't know. Maybe I'm telling the story wrong, but you'll find it out.
Story like this.
The guy went back to the guy who had called him for the show. Went to the plane and asked him, how much is this jewelry of yours? Like this, took him to the garage. Like, what color would you like? Yo. It was like a proper luxury car there. So he's thinking maybe he's being given to drive around.
A rental.
It was like yeah, choose your color.
Take this shit home.
For me. It's like fuck the jewelry.
Listen, who is out there in Dubai and can you get me? Adopt me.
These guys when they start
somebody. As long as you don't have to shit on my face.
Oh yeah, so that comes with I think it comes with the ticket.
I don't think. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm willing to do for money.
So we need to skip that because that picture is already nasty. Like I don't want to see that.
Since we're still talking about Nigeria, did you guys watch Insecure?
I love Insecure. Yeah. I love Insecure.
Yeah, Ivon Orji is still a virgin
at 39.
Yo, can you imagine the pressure? Yeah, her pressure.
I mean, if she's okay.
She was saying how there's a lot of pent up energy in there when she was on this podcast with Chelsea Handler. Yeah. And I can feel her pain because at 39, at that age,
but it's by choice, right? She's the one who is choosing not to give it up.
Yeah, she said.
So you don't talk about pressure. Like if it's pressure, if like somebody was making you.
I mean, first of all, even if it's your own choice, your hormones are not working.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah. Go out there and fuck a nigga.
You know,
right?
And plus, like, come on, man. Like, you're not gonna give this box to some guy who has experience and you're there learning. Like, isn't it? Yeah, at 39. Yeah, come on, man.
And also at 39, it's a lot of overthinking. You know, with virginity already at like, with virginity you're like, oh my god, I have to give it to the right person and the right. And now at 39, the pressure is so much higher. It's like, if I give it to this thing, are we gonna get married? Like, I might know. Do I know what I'm going to be doing? Twisted. And then the menopausal like hormones and shit
already kicking in.
She gonna be.
She don't have friends.
she definitely has friends. When I was reading that article,
this is her edge,
she said apparently when she was getting into the game against spirituality and religion, she was like, oh my God, I had a conversation with God and myself.
The fuck up. The fuck up. Give up the box.
She said I had a conversation with God and I was like, when I blow up, how am I gonna honor you and serve you and shit? And she decided that, you know, her virginity is, you know, her way of honoring God.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah. There's been
at
some
39 though.
There was some scenes in that show,
Insecure,
where she was playing some if it didn't slip and
nah, come on, man. It's acting.
I know it's acting, but like if she's saying she has all that pent up energy, she might have did some shit to that nigga. Like, yo, listen,
because the kissing was so violent.
Yeah.
But anyway, power to her. I hope she finds this man.
Two things are going to happen. Either you're going to be super disappointed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or you're going to disappoint somebody.
Or...
Which is alright.
Or
what do you mean?
Disappoint somebody. That's okay.
I mean, niggas disappoint women all the time. It's
but
whatever.
We're supposed to hold you to a higher standard. You're supposed to know more than that.
But this is what dudes like, right? So now she should be the holy grail.
No,
because look at some girl who respects herself so much. She's gonna wait till she's 100 before seeing a penis.
Niggas don't like that. I'm sorry.
Girl, I mean, she's old, right? By sex standards, she's ancient.
But also
might as well be 100.
Don't let these lies feel like
what lies?
Niggas don't like virgins. People, it's a
no, but they preach.
That's what they say.
No, it's what they say because they think it's
safer. You haven't
not even safer.
Around?
It's like it's a jealousy thing. Like she's
it's
never
ownership.
She's never been with anybody. But the box is always trash for the first time.
Yeah.
For the first time, it's trash.
Chelsea said she's gonna come from being a virgin straight into polyamory because one dick is definitely not going to be enough to
satisfy all that.
Exactly, like
all the decades. The decades she missed out. That's
she missed out.
That's crazy.
And you're gonna have to do your research, girl. You're gonna have to read books. You're gonna watch.
That's the problem.
Porn.
Stop reading.
Do
start
a lot
doing.
of reading. Yeah, because. Yo, go fuck a nigga. Straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
And she'd be nasty in her stand-up comedy. Right? I thought like she probably would have given it.
That's what good acting
okay, that's the other thing. Who are these niggas around her that don't have the listen. Nyoka utolewa pangoni.
Listen, and she was dating like an NFL player or something. And they dated for like a year. So I was like,
most of these guys, their game is cochini. Utumia pesa. Wengi utumia pesa.
I mean, listen, even if you're gonna give me 1 minute dick in a year, you wanna tell me she didn't do shit?
I mean, it depends. A lot of people feel like they're still virgins because they haven't done it a certain way. So maybe she satisfied her man. For a year, you can be satisfied in other ways.
I mean, oral sex is still sex at the end of the day.
Anal sex is
still sex. It's not the same.
I know it's not the same, but it's still sex. It's still sex.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe we need a little bit more clarity.
If Adam had a choice between whatever fruit she was given and whatever you guys are suggesting, we wouldn't be here. She was trash. She gave me head.
Oh my
trash.
God. Yo,
that is where I want to.
It's going to be difficult because like the older you get, the more your bones are just like
tighter. Like come on, man. Like I'm
we pray for sis.
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
We pray for sis. And she's almost 40.
My thing is fly as fuck.
My thing is
like she's fucking
my
gorgeous.
thing is she's almost 40. Like she hasn't been married all this time. Is she thinking that a nigga is gonna pop up at 45 or 42 or like whatever age and just be like, all right?
I hope she's looking down the scale,
right? Not new.
No.
You ain't seen no new shit, right? But I don't think. You know, maybe she has options.
Maybe like a 28-year-old.
Green. Don't make me put you on blast right now. Yeah, maybe a 28-year-old would probably do the work.
Yeah.
For a 40, 28, you definitely need someone that young shit in your
what
life.
are you fucking talking about?
We're saying young niggas
we can still fuck. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, so he's still in the pool. Wow.
Oh, jeez. God. Oh, don't God.
Oh, God.
After all of that waiting, she needs like,
seriously. A nigga that can't get tired. Honestly, there's a thing with older guys. Seriously. It's like one round, this nigga is out for like 2 days.
Yo, what? Yo. What kind of niggas?
I'm just.
The fries.
Because you're like old and
No, you can be old and
my back is killing me. Oh my God, what's wrong with my legs? Like, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not get into that. Maybe we're different.
Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah.
Still on that spirituality tip, Lauryn Hill she had a concert, I think, during the weekend or last week, and she finally addressed her lateness because people be talking about how she comes into the concert 4 hours late.
Alone.
Okay, so when it comes to Ivon, Orji talk about
the
God,
queen alone.
It's fuck her, shut the fuck up. But like Lauryn, when she's talking about God,
leave the queen alone.
I think it's very disrespectful to have people who love you and still paying money to see you in 2023.
Yeah, it's just not for free.
Nobody put a gun on anyone's fucking head and told them to go for the concert.
Come on,
if you go,
professionalism.
Listen,
let's be professional.
Yes, we are professional, but we're dealing with things, and sometimes things may not work out the way exactly we've planned them.
Every single time.
Maybe.
Every single. Come on.
She's a perfectionist. Maybe things have to go. Like, have to align properly.
Nah.
Why do people still keep going then? Why do people still go?
Because they cling on to this idea of her that is like 30 years old, you know? Yeah. They have hope.
Yeah.
They have faith.
No.
And then also,
if you go the first time, you're disappointed. Second time, you're disappointed. Third time, you're disappointed. It's your fault now.
Yeah,
you should know what to expect by then.
Yes,
so
that's
if you
true.
really, if you like the show that much,
I ain't never been to her show.
I can wait for that long. You understand?
I've never seen her perform live, but if she comes today, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
but I'm probably gonna be waiting all night. That doesn't mean I can't complain.
Exactly. I mean, when do we also hold these artists? Yeah, thank you for being the greatest of all time or whatever. But like, when do we start treating the fans with respect? Because you wouldn't have been all that if you didn't have people behind you say, Lauryn is the greatest. Lauryn did this. Like, let's respect people who are sacrificing their money to come see you. Yeah. Come on, man. We can't be talking about Wakadinali needs to do better and then being like Lauryn Hill is good.
Yeah. Remember
same
the
source.
Hey, listen. Remember this Corinne used to tell me?
What?
You gotta be J. Cole first to do it. When I was telling you gotta be Lauryn first before you.
That's. I think.
That's true.
That's true. But like when it comes to playing with people's livelihood, you don't know what I did to get these money for that ticket. You don't know who I'm here with. Don't fucking ruin my experience just because you want to be late. And then, I mean, when you check all the stories about like Lauryn, she seems like a pretty difficult person to like deal with.
Yeah, because of what she went through with the Marleys. Blame the Bob Marleys. What are you talking about?
She was very much a part of that too. Like, she knew what the fuck was going on. Even when the lawsuit came after the miseducation, and they talked about like her still in production and writing credits and all that shit.
Well, it wasn't discredited. It was just kind of people just shut up about it because she didn't like it.
Yeah, and listen, that has been happening to.
From time. Exactly.
She's not the first person to do it.
Yeah.
People were handling her shit. She was young. She wasn't the one handling it. She didn't tell people like, don't put this guy's name on my album. It's just how it was done then. So if the lawsuit came and people were paid, you were paid. Shut the fuck up. That is over. Let's move on to the next thing. Performance. I'm performing today. I'm always late. So if you know the show is saying 9 and I'm always late, come at 12.
But we know how the audience is abroad. Even for like a little link up, if I tell you I'll be there at 6, I'll be there at 6.
But you know she's going to be late.
Why are we making excuses?
No, I'm not making it.
Why are we making it? Why are we allowing it?
For Lauryn, I'll make excuses.
We should like
for Lauryn, I'll make the excuses.
Step your game up. Your game up. Thank you for giving us the miseducation, but nigga, it's 2023.
Yeah.
Don't go.
If you don't want to perform, also stop like
I'm performing. If you don't want to come,
how you gonna be on stage talk about you're lucky I came onto the
nigga, you're lucky.
You're the one who said I should pull up. Now I'm here. You're like, oh nigga, really?
Yeah,
that's a slap in the face.
No, it's Lauryn.
That's a slap in the. Come on, that's slap in the fucking face.
She's the queen.
Stop it.
Everybody who hates on the queen.
Stop it. We're not even hating. We're saying some shit that's
She's
factual. Nah,
shout out to Lauryn, New Jersey.
Hopefully she sees this because the way you be
Jersey, nigga.
Yeah, it'd be like, I need that nigga on my team. Who is that? So if I'm late for 3 hours, be like, where's Zach? Zach knows. Zach understands. I'm a perfectionist, you know?
Yeah, like
some other shit that went down, I think in the last week, Jeezy got a new album out.
Yeah.
It's called I Might Forgive, But I Don't Forget. I know. I haven't gotten into it yet.
I've never been a fan of that nigga, so I wouldn't know anything about that album.
Not a fan of the Snowman?
Nope.
Nigga,
nope.
You might not like listen to his album, but every time he pops up,
I don't even know one.
It's
of
like
Jesus'
a conversation.
Song. I don't even know
what
his
was
song.
The last album?
There was a song I think he did with Jay-Z, which everyone kept talking about like it was the biggest thing. Is it the guy who did My President
is Black? Yeah.
Yeah. That's
my Lambos, but that's because
that was such an anthem. You're just tired of hearing it.
Yeah.
And the remixes.
Yeah.
But that shows you how much impact that song made.
And he released it right at the right time, you know, when we first got the first Black president, whatever.
Yeah. So I think that's the only thing I know from him. So.
And he got divorced.
And
so I think I've been seeing him sharing like posts on social media talk about this album is like my diary. I'm letting you into my life. So maybe he's also talking about why the breakup happened. I don't know if we really care about that shit anymore.
I think that's really the only reason Jeezy's relevant to me right now, right? Because of Jeannie Mai. Don't hurt my girl. I was like, China Black. What? Let's go.
Yeah, didn't go nowhere.
Didn't go nowhere.
Yo, that's crazy. Another crazy story, guys. Did you hear about the 94 mil that was stolen from Quick Mart?
How did that happen? Was that a gun? Like, how did it happen?
So it was like Wells Fargo couriers or something. They were supposed to deposit the money into the bank, and there's usually like a police escort that goes with them. So this time around, these two guys, they didn't holler at the cops to escort them to take the money to Family Bank. So the cops were like, yo, after a while, they're like, yo, where these niggas at? Niggas abandoned their car, I think around South B or something.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Wells Fargo.
Yeah. The driver was the driver and like...
Is that the same? Okay. Maybe these are two different stories. I'm trying to go... Because there's a clip going on social media right now of one of these courier guys. I don't know if it's Wells Fargo or whatever. He just parked the truck in the middle of the road, got out, started dancing, started doing his dance, boom, 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 and got into the car and bounced.
Yo.
So maybe he knew, like, if it's them, I don't know if it's them, but maybe he knew 94 mil has hit the account. We are dancing.
This shit was actually Monday. So two workers from Wells Fargo went to collect money from the vault on Monday at 8:30 a.m. But then they left without the police escort. So the money was being delivered to Family Bank, Kenyatta Avenue.
Wait, you can't leave without the police escort. Surely there's a system of checks and balances.
Right?
Yeah, so this is like...
Right?
You can't just go.
Because every Monday at 8:30, I'm supposed to be at position X. So like how the cops also being like, yo...
But also, where were the police?
People know what the fuck happened.
This is Monday morning. So
what I'm saying is that they're gonna pin this on two people maybe, but we know. We know.
Nigga, it's actually South Sea. The pair abandoned the vehicle, a Isuzu, at the farm in South Sea before disappearing without trace.
Oh shit.
Yeah. First of all, let me say it's very interesting that one branch is making close to 100 mil in a weekend, and this is
cash.
This is cash without counting the M-Pesa transactions. Like this is Quick Mart should be running this country or some shit because if one branch is doing all that, can you imagine like collectively throughout the country or throughout the city, just in Nairobi alone, how much money they would be making? Yeah. And then, you know, other people are just like, you remember the Juja guys who like stole money from the bank, like with an underground tunnel?
Yeah.
I think how they got arrested was because they were buying like Subarus in cash. Yeah. So somebody was like, they're good. All they need to do is just not buy anything. In cash.
Yeah.
Nigga.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's like, crazy.
Ile kibanda ulikuwa unaendaga kukula dondo, endelea tu kula dondo for at least for the next couple of months. Just chill out.
They'll be like, now I'm in Java, I'm at Kempinski, you the presidential suite.
Yeah.
You know?
You might as well.
I mean, live life, but like do it in a different city. Do it somewhere else. Yeah. Get your passports. If this thing was like orchestrated and they had planned it, I hope they have their. Look at me just being then you're crime pro.
Yeah, you know. But then if you suddenly disappear, then your family, your wife, and all that is going to be calling the cops to be like, "Oh, my husband hasn't been back since 8 p.m. on Monday. Yeah, the same time this fucking robbery was happening. Yeah, they're gonna connect the dots.
Yeah." So. True. Just lay low, have your fake IDs, get out the country, you know, go somewhere else like
fake your death,
Zanzibar. Some shit like that.
Some teeth and leave them in a burning bush somewhere. They can't find your DNA. Look, we found his teeth.
Look at us with hacks to the system. You know? Pwnn got you, okay?
We're in.
Yo, anyway.
Nyege Nyege was supposed to be happening last weekend. I remember when we talked about this on the podcast, was like the Nyege Nyege Kenyan edition was really trying to bite from the Nyege Nyege Ugandan edition. So I'm scrolling through Twitter because that's where I get all information for this podcast. I'm scrolling through Twitter and then I see, with the immediate release, Nyege Nyege is no longer going to be happening, where it's with deep regret and we really want you guys to have like the best experience ever, so we have to postpone this to a later time.
Wait, were tickets already sold?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure maybe there was some tickets sold.
They were like the procedure to start refunding people's money is already underway or something.
But that VIP was crazy. VIP was 100K.
So they're gonna pay back the 100 G's?
I said, nigga, you got me. As soon as you saw that on the post, I should have been like,
Let's do this. When did they advertise this? Let's say a month ago.
Nah, right? It's been actually, by the way, this is the second time that they're postponing it.
So I paid 100 G's when the dollar was like 132. Now it's 152.
Why would you be? Wait, first of all, who are you? This is a festival. You're going there to roll around in the mud. Yeah. You're paying 100K for that. This isn't like Coachella.
And then you know, when it comes to Kenya and VIP, ain't shit happening in the VIP that would warrant 100K of my money to go into a weekend.
If you go sit in a place and they have like some wooden exotic tables and chairs.
Am I taking the furniture home with me?
I don't know.
Because if it's I'm paying 100K just to be in this secluded section and drink one bottle. You ain't getting 100 in this economy.
But you're also not going by yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right? Are you gonna be in the VIP?
So for $500,000,
drinking one beer for the rest of the night because you ain't got shit else to spend?
Yeah, these are festivals for different people. It's not
so funny. It was so funny for me. I think the funny thing is, first of all, them trying to hijack Nyege Nyege from UG, which has been happening for the longest time
comfortably
ever.
At the right price point.
Right? Like affordable, but granted, people still have complaints about Nyege Nyege, but we were like, I mean, that's expected
so
from
long
a festival.
As you're out in the open in a campsite
with your titties out. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Exactly. So they postponed the September show, and then this November show also they postponed. So clearly they didn't have their shit together. Whoever thought about, let's jack this and do this for Kenya, hadn't thought about the plan.
There's 5 people in that crowd who to sponsor the whole event, right? $500,000 done.
Yeah, you know? That was crazy, but the Nyege Nyege Ugandan edition is still going down this weekend. Okay. I know they're having a field day with this shit.
Because it's press.
Good.
Yeah.
Because although it could be negative press, I don't know.
It could go either way, hey?
Yeah. But the
Let's see what happened.
UG show is still happening. Boutros is going to be performing. Groovy Joe is going to be in there as well. I'm not sure if I've
still showering in the bushes and shit?
I mean, it's a festival. What you expect? When you go to the festival, you go with wet wipes because you know you ain't gonna be doing shit for 3 days. But like you're not
gonna stink.
Yeah, if get the scented ones, you gonna be fine.
Yeah, there's mad DJs on the roster as well.
Christ.
Yeah. It's you. I honestly, a Nyege Nyege show is on my to-do list. I think it's
me too.
One thing I would love to go and just see.
I think I might be too old for it, but you know,
Black power to you. I mean, listen. Do you really think it's only kids who are out there?
Yeah.
It's people experiencing midlife crisis.
I mean, it must be right. If you got 100,000 to spend on mud, cool.
Must be comfortable now. This is where you let loose to be like, oh my God, this year has been fucking me, and now Nyege Nyege is here. You know,
let's get it cracking.
Let's turn up. But I just felt like if you're gonna take somebody else's idea, just see it through. Like let people come in and say, oh my God, right? Come on.
Shame.
They should just retire that name, come up with a different name, or whoever the partners and the sponsors, the organizers were. Just get another festival that's
just translate it into English. Nyege is what?
Yeah,
Nyege is being horny, right? Nyege is horny.
So the festival is gonna be horny.
Oh,
horny,
is it? No, are you saying
horny
that
squared?
Yeah, it's for
It's real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Horny squared.
No, that's kind of changed my mind about it.
Come on. But I don't think the Uganda whatever it means that though.
We don't care.
I mean, we don't know.
We don't care though. Which one sounds better? Horny.
The horny festival.
Horny.
Yo. That would be a retarded ass festival, to be honest. I think too many things would be going crazy.
Like if it was debauchery, then maybe I'd pay 100,000.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
okay,
for sure, for sure. But power to you know.
Nyege.
Whether it's Kenyan, whether it's you. Yeah, the originals. Honestly, I fuck with the Ugandan. Imitation is flattery, but then I don't think when it comes to Kenyans see one thing working and then everybody wants to do that same thing.
Yeah, they love that.
It really like stifles the creativity and you know.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, J. Cole versus Soulja Boy.